counts as a stranger? Is it the new transfer student in your classroom? Or is it the neighbor you've known for 3 years but haven't said anything more than good morning to? Is it just me, or does the word stranger carry a sort of negative vibe to it? And I suppose that would explain the term stranger danger. But when I think of my friends, when I think of all the relationships I have, we all did start out as strangers. When COVID started, we were at home and we didn't really have much new people to hang out with, to create friendships with, to become acquaintances with. So that sort of ruined outgoing skills. And so it dawned on me, how do we form these relationships? They all start out with we have nothing, we don't know each other. We all start out as strangers to each other. But we grow and we bloom into trustworthiness. Sometimes online, I could send a single emoji response to one of my lesser known contacts' messages, posts, and it could bloom into a beautiful friendship full of arguments about fictional characters. And I think that within the online sphere, relationships work just a tad bit different. Because online we get to block people, we get to edit what we say, and we get to read out, we get to proofread, we get beta readers. But we don't get to do that in a real life setting. In a physical meeting, we don't get to leave the chat, we don't get to block people, we don't get to erase our messages from the forum. We have to face it. We aren't a nameless person, a faceless person on the internet that some people can just fight with. We have a name, we have a face, and we also have a reputation, or not. But this sort of brings out that even with our friends and in this type of a situation, that we still have to make friendships. But we have to be wise about it. Because online, people can withhold all information. There are anonymous browsers. And people, we don't know who they are. So I guess most of the strong relationships we have in our lives start out in these types of physical settings, even if it's just a conversation. Because usually, we have more trust with these people. And that's why these relationships tend to last longer. Because these aren't formed on what we try to portray, but who we legitimately are as people, as individuals. Because it's really hard for us to hide who we are in a real life setting. And within the current situation, I haven't seen a friendly face in a long time. So it has become harder for me to form relationships in real life again. And I don't think I'm the only one plagued by such an issue. But even if it's difficult, if I did it once, by magic or by other means, I can do it again. And I'm willing to make new acquaintances, to bloom new friendships, and I'm willing to try even if I can't. I'm willing to be open, to have more friendships, and people in my life